Hey, sup everyone, this is Khaldir from GraphFX, and this is today we're gonna be creating this sort of a abstract looking logo in Photoshop. uh, by the way, before that, I'll be including everything in a project file so you can download the PSD file, the fonts we're gonna be using, the texture and the wing. So with that, let's head on to the tutorial. Hit Control N on your keyboard to make a new PSD, new project file. Set the resolution to 190 920 by 1080. Hit OK. Unlock the layer and then drag the texture over here. Hit Shift on your keyboard and Alt and start dragging to make it bigger. Hit Enter and then create a new layer. Hit T for texture. Make your make it smaller and more small. And by the way, the font, it's called addresses and some stuff. You can find it in the project files. Double click here, color overlay, and make the color to sort of a blue color. Hit enter. You can make it whatever you want, but I'm gonna make it blue. Hit enter and control T to move it around and transform it. Hit enter and now hit U on your keyboard. Go to this and start making sort of this shape over here. You can see. Double click here, make it like that color. Hit enter, enter again, and start moving it around, hitting Control T on your keyboard. Again, Control T. And now what you want to do is you want to press P on your keyboard for a pencil tool and start making a sort of a triangle shape. Once you're done with that, hit Control Enter on your keyboard, hit P. Before that, make a new layer, hit P, Alt, and select this color over here and start filling it with this color. Control D to deselect, Control G to duplicate, Control T to transform, flip horizontal and drag it, just like that. Once you have that done, you wanna make the same shape over here. Hit Control G on your keyboard to duplicate, Control T to transform and start flipping it. Make it smaller, just like that. Hit enter. And now create a new layer. Hit T and start making and start typing your company name or your Facebook page name, and I'm gonna call it design. Double click. I'm gonna use this console font. Italic and Control T, Shift Alt and start making it smaller. Control Shift Shift Alt, Shift Alt again, make it just like that, flip it, rotate it, make it even bigger, then enter, double click here, color overlay, choose this color and make it the same. No, let's just make it or just leave it white, blue, like that. Control G to duplicate, Control T to flip, transform and move it just right here. hit enter, double click here, and rename it to fans. As for design fans, color overlay, set the color to white. The same goes for this one. Hit OK. Now let's import our wings, just like that. Make it the most top layer. Double click, color overlay, set the color to white. Hit L on your keyboard and just select one wing with your selection, and once you're done, hit Control Shift G to export export this. Before that, restore this layer. Control Shift G to export the selected layer to another layer. Make it Control Shift Alt to make it smaller. Just like that. Put it under the main letter. The main letter. Hit delete this one. Duplicate this one. Control T. Flip horizontal and move it around. Just like that. Once you have that done, create new layer, hit on your keyboard, go to over here, the right click, left click, and choose all. Start dragging until you reach this one here. Shift to make it the same, to make it look as a square. Hit enter, Control T. Just wrap it around that letter here, and hit OK. Rasterize this layer, go here to mask that layer, hit B, right click, go to splatters brush or something like that, and cut it in the middle. Make sure your color is set to black to hide this part. Same goes for here and there. Choose another brush, just like that. And you can also play around with the rotation. Hit OK and start doing that, masking some edges to make it look smoother. And this is just to give you the main idea. Once you're done, wait, just I'm gonna do this again. Once you have that done, reduce the opacity a little bit. No, just leave it like that. Control G to duplicate, Z to zoom backward, Control T, Shift, Alt, and start dragging to make it bigger. Then put it under, just like that. Change the color overlay, the blending mode to maybe overlay, and then hit shift, hold shift on your keyboard, select the first layer and the before and the first layer we created. Hit Control T and start dragging it down. Shift Alt to make it smaller, even small. and just we're gonna be resizing this layer to even bigger shape. Hit enter, new text layer T. Use the same photo over here, make it just create your callout as for v we use the same color we used here. Hit OK, Control T, rasterize, make it smaller. Hit enter. No, just make it a bit bigger. Control G, Control T, make that small. Double click here, we design. Set the color to white. Control G to duplicate, Control T, drag it down. We roll. And once you have that done, create another new layer. Hit U, go to the first one over here, rectangle tool, and make this shape. Hit enter. Control R for the lines tool, and then go to ellipse tool, Alt Shift to try to make it as this shape. Same. Enter. Change the color to this color over here. Hit OK. This one as well. Control D to duplicate. Control T and move it. Hit Hold Shift and slide it to the left. And Alt Shift and select the third layer over here. Control G to group the selection. Control G and rotate it 90 degrees. You can change the value to here. Hit OK and group these ones. Hit enter, group these ones. Control T. Make a plus sign here. Control G to duplicate. Control T and make a bigger one, just like that. Change the rotation. Slide it. And then set the blending mode to color, this one as well, color. But let's duplicate this one and set blending mode to normal and decrease the opacity touch. And then hit hold shift on your keyboard and go to this layer over here. Control T, rotate it a bit, Shift Alt, resize it, hit V, and with that we're done with our tutorial. And please, if you like it, give it a like, and please subscribe to my channel, it helps a lot. And with that, goodbye guys, see you in the next one. Take care.